Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of SASA Archeo Gaming Live, featuring SASA gamers Dr. Kate Minetti, Alexander Vanderwally, David Serrano Lorenz, and Julie Levy, and featuring special guests each week. What is SASA? SASA stands for Save Ancient Studies Alliance. We work to promote the study of the ancient world and engagement with our human deeper past, building a grassroots movement through outreach, collaboration, accessibility, and public scholarship. We work towards our goal of inspiring a wide, inclusive community of scholars, learners, and students. SASA does this through many different projects. We do Archeo Gaming live streams every week. We also have book clubs
Yeah, I am watching
and
today.
partnership streams featuring other ancient studies organizations. We also have an access database with over 1,300 websites, a searchable database of ancient studies resources, ancient studies vocabulary lists on archaeological terms, and we do research on the downward trend and much more. So please check us out. Where can you find SASA? You can search Save Ancient Studies Alliance on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter or X, YouTube, Twitch, uh, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Please make sure to follow and subscribe. It really does make a big difference for us. Some protocol for this live event. Please be kind and respectful. Listen and ask thoughtful questions throughout the event. We'd love to hear from you in the chat box. Please be patient with technology and those administering it. And these Archeo Gaming live streams are on Twitch, and recordings will be posted on our YouTube channel after the event. And there are definitely spoiler alerts. Last but not least, if you enjoy what you see from SASA, such as our Archeo Gaming book clubs and reading groups, please consider becoming a supporter of SASA with a recurring donation. For as little as $3 a month, you can help us to save ancient studies. You can also subscribe to our Twitch channel for free through your Amazon Prime account. We have information on how to do that on our website. And thank you very much all for joining us. Have fun.
Okay, hello. Hello, Zadman. Glad you could make it. Welcome to everybody who's in the chat. I am Julie Levy, the Managing Director of SASA, and I will be your Archeo Gaming guide for the summer. And with me is my good friend, Dr. Kiernan Axeloons. Welcome. Would you like to introduce yourself a little?
Hi, yeah, thank you. Yes, I am Dr. Kiernan, Aquisto or Axeloons, and I am a specialist in ancient art history, specifically about Eastern Mediterranean interaction, although, of course, I have training in a wide variety of things. And given the game that we're playing today, uh, I'll try to give insight into the art that is incorporated into Google Arts and Culture.
So for those of you who are joining us today who had not seen last week when I started this game, this is the Forever Labyrinth from Inkle Studios, the same studios who make 80 Days and Highland Song, and of course my favorite, Heaven's Vault. And this game is an art labyrinth where we had just previously gone through a number of paintings and gotten killed by a mysterious figure and woke up back alive in Professor Sheldrake's office with a new note. So if you are here, let me know if there are any audio issues. If any of the tech goes out, please let me know so I can fix it. I do apologize about the tags. They seem to have not gotten corrected yet, but I will fix that. So the best had faces stained, the rest were clearly framed. This... Oh, that's different from what it said before. So Kiernan, did you end up looking up this game?
I did, yeah, a little bit, just to sort of get the background on it. So I think I have a sense of like what's going on here and what you're meant to do.
Okay, so I'm still more or less uh, going in blind. We have this lovely painting, the Gouts at Benares. William Hodges.
Mhm.
Oh, we still have all of our previous pieces of art here too. So that's exciting. So yeah, feel free to chime in whenever you have any thoughts about this. This is my favorite
Oh wow.
art piece we've found so far, by which I mean, oh my goodness, it's a palmistry hand, and is it considered art? So hey,
Oh, well, that's a really big question, right? Like, what is art? Um, of course, Google Arts and Culture has like a huge repository of things. And they're helping museums sort of digitize these things, but also like they're performing a curatorial function and doing this with a digital curatorship. And like kind of Inkle is doing it too, right? By what is included in the game. Um, I think that a palmistry hand is art. What do you think?
I think that art is partially dependent on context, but anything that moves you, anything that is framed as art, is art,
Literally and figuratively.
literally and figuratively. Okay, we got a new note here. Sounds like it's from the professor. Walls move around, I'm sure of it, otherwise I would have found a way out by now. Certainement. So, this is apparently the windowed bay, which we did not have anything similar to before. Do you want to go left or right, Kiernan?
Let's go right.
To the right. Let's explore. It's apparently freezing down here in this quiet cave. We found a pocket watch. Oh, a gold medallion stamped with a ship on one side and a woman's face on the other. I wonder who she is. I mean, usually when I think of finding an artifact with a face on one side, I assume it's a ruler of some description.
Yeah, like a coin portrait.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well there's no art in here, so I guess we can either go back or go down. But we are already here. Let's go down. Oh, I got a little prompt. It was, I don't want to go further down.
Oh no.
Whoops. Well, I did anyway. I'm sure I saw a ship somewhere, if only I could go back. Well, I can go back. Nothing has disappeared yet. What do you think? Should I go back since we didn't want to go down, or should I just defy it?
um, let's go seek out some ships.
Okay. So, if we go back this direction and go to the left, what do we find? An unusual beach. With a door. I'm so angry, I'm finding it hard to write. How could someone do this to me? I have a name, a life, don't I? What is my name? What is my life? Oh, well, that's a little bit creepy, and there's a second page. I paused in a room of stairs to remember him, but after a while, even that memory began to fade. It was like he did not exist anymore, or perhaps that he simply did not matter. I have met forgotten men like him before. Okay. And we finally have some art to look at. So, what do we got? Well, some kind of abstract bubbles on water.
Some like environmental art.
Mm-hmm. And a representation of Lakshmi. So we were looking for ships, but this will take us to birds. And what about this one? Trees. Neither of those says ships to me.
No. Well, we do have the connecting point of water. And also worth noting too, the portraits and medallions might be powerful people, but they might also be powerful deities.
Well, let's try this one then. We'll head to the room of birds, such as it is, and maybe that will take us to ships. The book said something was hidden here, but I don't see anything. Well, I do see several things. I was thinking a lot about how these gardens that we come into are arranged, like the topiary and the statues, and this like hypercube object that comes up a lot. I think it's a really interesting thing in reference in relation to the type of game this is, where you kind of time and looping are at play.
And non-Euclidean
Yes.
geometry.
Yes.
Forget Euclid. No one likes that guy.
I mean, who is that guy anyway?
Yeah.
I recently heard that there was a discovery of some, I think it was cuneiform mathematics that expound Pythagoras' theorems before Pythagoras. Yeah, that's kind of the way it goes. Like, none of these were truly secret. People have always sort of been able to think of this. It's just the ability to communicate and build on it hasn't always been there.
Right, like, math isn't invented, it exists.
Right.
And we discover it.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. Some sort of...
Oh.
Behind me.
A sealed leather briefcase. Well, they said there was something hidden. I guess I found it? Question mark? I apparently don't have any way into this. Nothing is lighting up. That's a shame. So, the only other painting in here is Lakshmi. So we could go back and go through the other one, or we could go left or right. Let's just pick a direction. After all of the relations of rooms are relative.
So now we are in the maze.
An excellent maze. That's Professor Sheldrake's hat. I remember it from last time. Oh, and I found something under it. Sir Bonkalot in the Hands of Destiny. Oh boy. Bonkalot. My goodness. Knights versus pirates. So what happens next? Oh my goodness, there's a lot going on in this room. So this is one of the things that I can use to make stuff. Oh. So, where did the thing with the ships go? There's that. Ooh, a reflection is good. Alright. Well, we made ourselves a new painting to go through. I think we'll go through that, but before then, I want to see what this writing is. Oop! Sometimes you hit a button, you don't even know what it is. There's so much in this room. Well, they don't call it a hedge maze for nothing, I guess. Okay, so I really want to go through here then. Let's see about this briefcase, maybe. A bunker of reflections. Really, I really want to talk to the creators here about how they came up with their keywords. Because I feel like there's some kind of system for deciding what rooms might exist that I don't understand.
Yeah, I wonder how much of it is coming from the developers and how much of it is coming from Google's classifications of images. Um,
Yeah, very curious. Oh.
oh,
No escape! Well, that's certainly different. To date, I've only met the figure, the mysterious figure. Last playthrough, the mysterious figure drew a knife and killed me, and I woke up again in Sheldrake's office.
oh, that's very bad form.
Okay, so that's the painting we started from. What do we got here? Beards? I don't know what beards have to do with robes.
Mm.
But there's only one beard in this image, so I don't know why. Sure, let's see if it will do that. I know I've only got so long to solve this, which is actually kind of convenient for, um, you know, timing how long an episode is going to be. So, the bearded river. My goodness. So what have we got? Yeah, who wants a bearded river? Although it kind of reminds me of the river gods in like the Iliad.
Yeah.
Speaking of Olympics, what is Hans Ernie? I don't know who this is. Seems very modern. How modern are you? Oh, it's from the 80s. It's kind of modern.
Yeah, it's like neo futurism.
Yeah, those white outline. Like from way far back, I thought it might be a Picasso, but look at these lines. It's very.
To me, I mean it. To me, it's more like Italian futurism of the 19 teens.
Mm. I know nothing about Italian futurism. Who are
Oh,
some Italian futurists, if you don't mind my asking?
um,
Or was that like a.
so Bala is probably the most famous one. He's the one who did the little like quick moving dog maintain. Um, Futurism is about sort of capturing motion in a non-literal way. So
Hmm.
the impression of motion, um, in the same way that impressionism is kind of like the impression of light, um,
Yeah. So
and it
like
and
those. So. Wrong way. So like the
unfortunately,
multi-forms here going forward.
yeah, exactly.
Like a cave
So you get
painting.
like a lot of duplication of shapes to sort of indicate movement through space. There's something kind of cinematic about it in the fullest sense of the word. Unfortunately, many futurists ended up dying in the First World War, and those who didn't, many ended up joining the fascist party. So, infamy in Italian futurism.
So this coming out in 1983 has some interesting overtones.
Yeah, I mean, like it's especially if you consider sort of um, like think about the Art Deco classicism, Mussolini's like Ayor um, in his stadia. This is like quite a tangent.
So here we have a much more classical illustration from a bit further east. And
From Turkey.
if I were better at reading Arabic, maybe I could tell you something about it. But it's Turkish, Taki al-Din, and we can see their astronomy tools, sextants and globes and telescope. Um,
Asteroids.
yep.
Orrery.
Hey, a person! An agent
So
on the Robe helipad. We had a helipad last time. It was not robes. I have no idea whether I can talk to this person at all. The rat's whiskers. There's a turn of phrase. I can show them something. Sure. Saboteurs trying to ruin this place for their own ends. That's fascinating. I mean, asking people how they got here inside the labyrinth doesn't seem like a really sensible thing. I didn't say I was from Control, but sure, you can have it. Uh-oh. She's slashing the painting. Asset stripping. Well, that sure happened. I feel like I'm just kind of going along here. Well,
It kind of reminds me of the subtle knife. All the knives.
yes. The knives that let you go through places and absolutely. What a great series. Okay. Got another. So, she's gotten rid of one of our pictures. That's rude. So this is interesting. So this is a Japanese painting of a Chinese mountain. Oh, was kind of hoping for a date. 1885. Interesting.
Is it a painting? Or is it a print?
Oh, that's a
This is irrelevant.
oh, that's a good question. It does look like a print, doesn't it? It doesn't say. That's annoying. Oh, there we go. Print. Yeah, okay. 100 Aspects of the Moon, which depicts scenes from traditional Chinese and Japanese history and lore. That's a really interesting thing to exist. Just given the relationships between Japan and China over the last couple of centuries. What else have we got? Oh, this is beautiful. So, it's a Hindu bride ritual. Apparently we can follow this Sir Bunkalot clue. Let's go there. Sir Bunkalot. I don't think I'm going to get over that. That's pretty ridiculous. Hey, are you Sir Bunkalot? Even the text. Thanks, Sir Bunkalot. I love it. What in the world? Okay.
Octagonal black token. That's the pillar.
Maybe we can go places with pillars now. This one's new. Wow. That's a
30s.
that is a very strange style. William Gropper. Like it looks sort of proto comic book-ish to me. I don't know if that's at all relevant.
Probably roughly contemporary to comic book, whatever.
Yeah, comic book arts. Makes me wonder who Joe Magarac is. Apparently he's somebody who can bend steel.
Yeah, this looks to, I mean, I don't, this is like so far outside of my field of specialization, but to me it looks like works progress administration art of the 1930s. And a lot of that does have to do with like American, like folklore heroes, Americana. It's like morale boosting.
So far All of these paintings just take us where we've been before. We can go up or down. I guess it's fitting that we're in the Tunnel of Hands. Which way do you
Yeah.
want to go?
How do we feel about going down now? Opposed to descending further once again.
I could try this way, is what's said, so let's do it.
Okay.
I need to find a way out of this place. If I can. Okay. We've got some. She liked the images of violence, action, and fear made her feel alive.
We're in catacombs now too. Freaky. And it's like they're like lunettes, like they're a columbarium or something.
Yeah, we've got these lunate impressions. So the only painting here is this initial one, but we actually have a lot of choices. We can go back to places. Oh, we never did go to the room of stairs. So let's try that. Let's go to the room of stairs, whatever that turns out to be. Oh, the labyrinth of stairs. I was incorrect. We have, in fact, been here. But I don't think we actually looked at this.
Yeah, we didn't explore.
This looks like an architecture photograph. I have to say, it doesn't strike me as a particularly interesting one. Location is Nuremberg, so that's something, but... Oh! It'll let us use the pillar, so let's see where that goes. A winery. Well stocked but abandoned. Last time through, I found a bottle with a note in it that suggested there was a vintner around. A heavy obsidian slab. It's hot. How strange. Oh. Here rests the final impression of Alamos, the ninth ruler of the last breath. That's the person who created this place, I think? Okay. Why his headstone is hot and in a winery, I do not understand. But that's alright. This looks like something I could have seen a couple of weeks ago. You ever go to the Steampunk Festival, Kiernan?
I have gone many times to the Steampunk Festival. Not this year. I missed it.
I was gonna say, I didn't see you there. That's what this makes me think of. It's just this woman. I guess that's a parasol over there, not a wing. But
Yeah.
what else have we got? We've got something from the Museum of Design. That's interesting.
Yeah, architectural.
A humorous fantasy on railroad stations and trains. I wonder what makes it humorous. I mean, it's a little bit cartoony, but certainly no more so than that drawing of a man with a steel bar. So what are our options? We can go to reflections or trees. We haven't been to trees this time through.
No.
The mine of the trees? My goodness, that's quite a combo. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know exactly what I'm meant to do most of the time in this. It'll be interesting. Much more modern abstract by Equal Kim. I don't think I've seen much Korean modern art. That's very interesting. Reminds me a little with these curlicues. It reminds me a little of Cy Twombly. The Copse of Seas. Ooh, this is pretty. What is this? That does indeed look beautiful but terrifying.
The Sublime. That's the concept of the Sublime, right? Like the great and terrible, which was very popular in Romantic art, capital R.
Mm-hmm. Francois Auguste Biard, 1841. Yeah.
There are quite a few Romantic artists. This is a lesser known one. Probably the most famous is Caspar Friedrich, who has a painting that's kind of similar to this of glaciers. But the idea is about like the beauty and the terror of nature.
It is wondrous. Oh. Wow.
We have scenes of the Arctic, sort of.
The walrus and a polar bear attacking people on the Titanic rafts. People dancing on the rafts.
Yeah, they seem to be having a great time.
Well, not that lady. Gosh. Keep expecting there to be something else in this place. Oh, because there is. Huh. So we have a Roman general perhaps, or at least somebody who wants to sound like one. Carthago delenda est. Or at least that guy delenda est. Okay, so this one we've got ships. This one is where we came from. But we could also... Nope, those are both trees. I don't know why they're showing up. And this one is also ships. Okay. Ships it is. Hey! Looks kind of conquistador-ish. I don't have a monarch. Well, I'm no threat to you, I promise. So, Conquistador is correct. Oh dear. Trees like buildings. That sounds fun. It was quite near, I hope. I'll take you there if I can.
One more betrayal.
I mean, we've been betrayed as well. Ooh, hey, a treasure chest. Well, I'm not a pirate or a thief, so I guess it doesn't concern me. Uh-oh. Found ourselves another empty frame. Alright, so... This one of the ones where we can... Oh, he's asking us what we see.
Yeah, so this is an aspect of gameplay that I did read about, which is so interesting um, because it's sort of forcing art criticism. Um, criticism in the neutral sense, or like art interpretation. What do you see?
I didn't mean to exit out of that. I see a canal and water and a painting named Delusion. Let's try that. A new place. A sundial without its dial. The pointy bit. How professional. Okay. Oh. I guess the gnome one really does go here. There's a gap in the left hedge I hadn't realized was there. Oh, I guess it's a good reason to go left. Uh-oh. It's only the second time that I've heard the bell this far. Now that's an interesting object. I don't recognize any of the concepts here. What a statement. So this is a turban crown.
Yeah.
I wonder from exactly which culture. Mughal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
So
makes sense.
most-
It reminds me of an elephant in design.
A little bit, yeah. And fine jewelry like this, there's sort of tremendous Mughal inspiration that then went east. West. The other east. And so it's really the Mughals who are doing this fine gem work, and then it's shipping back to like Iran and all the way to Turkey. And in fact, those are emeralds on it, and this is 19th century, I think. And this is where we're also getting globalization, essentially. Those are probably Colombian emeralds.
Wow. Fascinating. Huh? Qu'est-ce que c'est? A stone slab, something written on it. Cloth-eared, noisy, hulking, and slow. They'll never forget what you say, you know. It's a riddle. It means an elephant.
Yeah. And harkening back to our turban crown, our goddess.
Yeah, I mean, we have an elephant here. Well, elephant, obviously. That was the right answer. Didn't know we got right answers here. I thought they were all just... Oh, so we have another coin of inspiration we can choose to use. What other art do we have? A quilted kantha panel. I'm not familiar with kantha, are you?
No. I do like that they include more obscure things. So
Yes.
like everyone can learn. And things that are not like traditional fine.
From Bengal region of India.
Yeah.
I guess that makes the tiger make sense.
Peacocks too, right?
Mm-hmm. What are you?
The roots of elephants.
Well, we do in fact have roots here. Just hanging out. This is what I'm talking about when I'm like just really curious about how they pair rooms and themes and what rooms are possible. That is a really good picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good picture. Whoop, what? Sometimes I mess up the stream. Sorry about that, folks. So, there's a coin of inspiration here. I guess we ought to use it. What are our options? We've got hands. pools, rivers, all the places we've been. Hands seem good. Oh. Oh. Chairs. Okay. I was trying to get that conquistador to the river. Will this actually let me do anything about that? This does not actually seem all that wide. But I guess there's much I cannot see. Hmm. Sir Bonkalot in the hands of destiny. Well. This might not have been the best direction, I suppose. It does seem different than it did. The speaker's on the other side. Maybe I came in from a different direction. Well, nothing more from control, I suppose. Let's go someplace new. Huh. Some very pretty but useless flowers.
I can't see anything useful in this. That feels like commentary. Keep going up.
Corridor of blooms. Let's go. Ooh, a froggy. Globatic. Ah. The origami is from the figure. Last time, the figure killed me with a knife. Oh. And there are 5 slashes. The countdown has begun. Well. Shall I ascend or attempt to inspire a new painting?
Gosh. Let's ascend. Presumably to the globe attic.
Uh-oh. Looks like the wrong way.
Okay.
Our countdown has gone to 4. Oh,
Would you like to inspire a new painting, or are we being bold?
let's I guess we'll see if we can inspire something globe-like. Um, where was that conquistador anyway?
Um,
Professor Penny
cool.
Sackett, astronomer and physicist. This seems very modern. Andrew Meze. 2011. Yes, quite. Former chief scientist for Australia. Very cool.
Yeah, this is very cool because um, I really I really love modern and contemporary art that references other art, like art historians, artists, and that. Oh, hello.
Yep.
Um,
Oh, we're connected by the fact that you stabbed me. I don't want to be bonded to you. Oh, good. Welp. That was that person. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt your discussion of contemporary art.
that's okay. That's okay. Learn a lot. Um,
No,
I didn't
I'm really
stab you this
quite
time.
fond of modern portraiture as well. Um,
I mean, the composition of this is really beautiful. Um, and it reminds me, I mean, I think that there are some allusions to Van Eyck in here, um, like the Arnolfini
mm,
portrait. And sorry if you can hear an ambient noise.
don't worry about it.
There are children. Children around for our listeners. Um, Also, like Joseph Wright of Derby was an 18th century artist. Thinking about like the philosopher lecturing on the orrery.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
if anyone, so like what these like art histories of like how do you depict a scientist? How do you depict a man of the world? How do you fit in with like the long array of art history?
Yeah. And like the
One of the
telescope is
main.
so very modern, but the drapery on her lap is so very sort of classic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My my experience with art history is a bit less formal, but I love to see it.
So out of three. Uh-oh.
He's got his feet up on the whole world. It says I have something I
Yeah.
could connect, but there's nothing showing up.
Oh no.
So, left, right, or down?
So we have our 3 countdown here.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Coming up on the end.
let's explore. So left or right?
Oh no! Countdown is at 2. Oh, this is a familiar piece! A bronze figure of a running girl. This
Yeah.
is a bronze figurine. The befrocked attic. Wow, that's a word. Um, so this is a Spartan depiction, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. This is
Since
like it's the cover of Spartan Women.
yeah, yeah. So, so this is from sort of the classical era Sparta, the 500s, late 500s. It's a girl running in the
Very
Haraya.
archaic.
Um, and often sort of put forth as that image of how Spartan women were allowed to do stuff that Athenian women weren't. She's bare-breasted on one side. She's got a short skirt. She's running in the games. Did it actually have anything for us to connect to? No, alas. We did find this figure again. So we could get back to the winery or the trees. We've probably only got one move. So I'm inclined to go to the winery, actually. Let's try it. Okay, so this is where we have our... Oh, shoot, was it? Oops. That's what I get for not reading it fully, assuming it was the same. Okay. That doesn't take us anywhere. This just takes us to the stairs. So... Uh-oh. We're at the last countdown, part of the countdown. That's interesting. NASA airborne campaigns focus on climate impact in the Arctic. Again, with the things of the sort of the question of what counts as art.
Right. But like there's an entire body of scientific art that's like as old as art. In an evocative yard.
Well. Uh-oh. Guess she's gonna stab me again. I don't know where the dang source is. Who are you to command me anyway? What are you gonna do? Stab me again? Another plaque. What's this one? Often lost and rarely found. Ticked and counted till bells sound. Time.
Fine.
What does whiskers have to do with this? It's not here. There's no painting of time here.
But that one had time as an option.
Wait, it did?
There's a clock. Yep.
Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. Derp. Okay. Well,
Okay.
we're still playing somehow. Hey, it's Napoleon. We have nothing to do with Napoleon. Yes, time was in fact the answer to the riddle. But what good did that do us? Now you understand. No, I don't! Pools? Pools sound good. How about lanterns? We haven't done anything with lanterns. There's a ship. Ship. This is what I got. I think this is a painting I saw last time.
Oh.
To the pools. Why are you with me, though? Okay. I guess I have been here. This painting sure does take us a lot of places, doesn't it?
Yeah, she goes a lot of places.
She gets around, Lakshmi.
Okay, ma'am.
Well, I did save the agent, apparently. So, getting somewhere. So what do you think of the Forever Labyrinth?
Yeah, you could spend a lot of time in here, huh?
I guess it does kind of go on. I wonder what I don't know it if I'm gonna beat this thing, and I'm not entirely sure you can. But hey, I saved a character, which is better than I did the first time. So,
Yeah, and we looked at a lot of things.
we did.
Um,
Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to come back, I'm planning to be doing this every Saturday until late July. So, we'll talk about it.
sure.
And
Yeah, we can talk about it.
boy, this there's just so much going on all the time. I at some point I will figure out what's happening maybe.
Yeah, figure out the logic of the game.
Yeah.
It would be interesting too to talk about like the idea. You probably did this last time actually. The idea of the labyrinth and like what it is taking
Yeah,
from
what
the story.
the first playthrough when you talk to the figure the first time, they say every labyrinth contains a monster. And I'm like just thinking about what monster means in this context.
Mm-hmm.
What monster means when the woman with a knife keeps killing you.
Right. And she does. It's clear that she does not think it's her.
Supposedly the bell and the disappearance of certain rooms is the monster destroying the labyrinth. I have no idea what that's about. But unlike Theseus, we're gonna come out of here with some characters saved. Well, thank you incredibly much for joining us. Do you have any socials or anything you'd like to plug before we go?
Oh, not like meaningful ones here.
Well, thank you, folks, for joining us on this expedition into the Forever Labyrinth. As I said, we will be back next weekend at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, and Saturdays throughout June and July. Um, I am looking forward to figuring out what's going on here. You can find me at all of the socials linked below, and please continue to join Sasa for more Arkeo gaming every week. All right. Thank you so much.